Hello, hello, Taylor here, and I have Maezie, and working on some sound, descent, and counter conditioning techniques. So right now we're playing the game Engage-Disengage. We are on the engage portion, meaning that whenever she engages with her trigger, that being Geo being very weird with a hoodie on and walking back and forth with a giant box, that's the trigger. Whenever she engages with the trigger, I'm going to click or say yes and give her a treat. Yes. All I'm teaching her is that good things happen when her trigger is presented to her. Yes. Yes. And remember, the Engage-Disengage game is that little flyer we sent you where this is how you start the rehab portion of changing a dog's mind. I want her to actually look at the trigger, and I want her to know that the trigger is going to be the predictor of the treat. So if you look at it, good things happen always. Now, the second part, which is the disengage, is something that she's kind of doing right now. She's starting to ignore the trigger and look at me instead because she knows the treat is going to come from me. Yes. But right now, we're still on the engage. So whenever she looks at Geo, calmly, I'm going to say yes or click and then give her a treat. Geo's throwing this paper. Yes. Yes. Good job. Notice right there, she actually disengaged on her own. But again, I'm not really focusing on the disengage. That's a good girl. Not yet, at least. I want to make sure that we are actually doing the engage really well. I want to draw it out. I want her to see all the hard stuff and really gauge her reaction. I am not going to put her over threshold or flood her, though. If she was stressed out or too stressed out for this, we would stop immediately and lower our criteria. It's really important that we start off with really good, easy criteria. We know the dog will succeed. Yes, good job. You can't see it that well, but her butt is wagging. Her eyes are a little, yes, good job. Disengage. Her eyes are soft, and she's very engaged with me, really chill. She's laying down on her own. She's sitting alone. I'm not really doing anything. I'm just holding the leash just on my wrist like this. You're being a really good girl, Maezie. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's a good sit. Thank you. So we're going to wait for the engage again. It's a really good game to play. We actually play this game all the time for our desensitization and kind of conditioning training. Engage, disengage is so important, and we do it normally. Just about every single day. She's laying down. Awesome. Geo with a giant box now. Putting her in engage. Yes. Good. Good job. Yes. Good job. Good girl. I'm using high value treats. I'm also using my Maezie Meaties too. She's being really receptive of everything today, so it's really cool. And she was being very, very weird. Yes. Yes. Oh, drop it. So the idea is, again, she looks at it and she builds a positive association with that trigger, and then eventually we will move on to the disengage portion, which I'm going to introduce for a second. So let's say she was engaged and too strong. Let's say she was staring for too long and she was about to bark. Then you know that you are too close to that trigger. Now that I feel confident that's a good girl, that her engage is actually really good, I'm going to move on to the disengage portion. If she did not disengage and choose to engage instead, then I will go back to the engage portion. I hope that makes sense. So I'm about to start on disengage. Yes, good job. So the moment she looks away or offer me a leave it, I'm going to give her a treat. A disengage is basically an offer, leave it. Yes, good. Good job. Good job. The clicker is really good for this because it's really good at marking behavior. I'm not doing it only because I'm doing the video right now. I'm recording and I have the treats and I have the leash. There's a lot to handle. So I'm going to focus on saying yes. So Gio's making sounds now, and the moment she disengages, yes, good girl, good girl. I'm gonna give her lots of treats for that. Good girl. She asked for cheese now too. The rewards for this need to be high. Yes. Oh, crap! I messed up right there. Trainer error. I rewarded her for the engage, which is always fine. Yes, there we go. That's what I'm looking for, the disengage. Yes, good. This right there. You can literally see her looking at the thing and then, look, nah, it's not a big deal. Screw it. I want the treats. I love this down she's in right now, too. Geo, make some sounds. Now we're going to move on to some sound portions, and this will make way more sense. Yes, good job. So the moment she disengages from that sound, I'm going to give her a treat. I'm actually going to move her from this door. Seeing it may make it a little bit easier for us. I want her to be in her more natural environment, which is around here and stuff like that. Make some more sounds. She's being a really good girl. Yes. good job. Good girl. Good job. Just like so. On disengage portion. Yes, good. Yes, yes, yes. That's a very loud sound, very long sound. Yes, good girl. Good job. I really wanted to wait to see what she was going to do. Yes, that was a long engage, but she did eventually disengage, which is really awesome. Good job, Maezie. Looking is really loud. She's ignoring it. That's a good girl. Good job. Good girl. If she chooses to just stare at you, yes, good job. Good job. That's fine to reward her for that. If she's staring at you instead of engaging, that's fine. Ignore it. That's a good girl. Here's one back. You see how it's affecting her a little bit? That's a good girl. Yes, good. Yes, good job. Good job. Good girl. Good job. Yes, good job. Good job. Good job, Maezie. Good. Good job. I'm actually going to take it over here too. Typically, you guys are sitting. I'm going to relax myself. You're such a good girl. Yes, good. Yes, good. Yes, good. She's making a lot of noise right now. Yes, good job, Maezie. Good. Good job. Well, that was our session for today. Maizie's doing a really good job at this, as you see. We're really proud of her success and very, very, very impressed. So, practice as shown, engage, disengage, really cool game. We always play it. Start on the engage portion, like I did first. Let her actually look at the trigger. However, don't go overboard. Keep it at 1 or 2 sounds. It's always going to be hardest when we are not around. Keep it to 1 or 2 sounds. You don't have to go outside. Make maybe a knocking sound on the wall and watch her behavior. If she's whining or whimpering too much, then that means that it probably is too much for her in that moment. So keep it very simple. Focus on the engage. Once she's engaged for a long time, you can move on to disengage and see if she offers that first. Can you leave it alone on your own? That being said, Maezie did a really good job today. If you have any questions, let us know and see you later. Bye.